Let's talk about burnout, especially in the healthcare field. I was surprised to learn that 49% of healthcare providers are burnt out. I feel like in the healthcare profession, we still have a long ways to go in terms of our mental health and overall well-being. And there's a lot of shame surrounding burnout because a lot of us attach our identities around what we do for a living, what we do for our jobs. And if we were to admit that we are actually not enjoying this, then that must mean that something is wrong with us and we're not good enough or we're lazy. And really, that is far from the truth. I just went to a seminar by Hope Cook. She's a PA, and she gave this amazing session about clinician burnout in the medical field. And just hearing her explain the symptoms of burnout, I actually had tears in my eyes because it was such an incredibly validating experience. Because when you're the only one experiencing burnout, you start to second guess yourself and you start to think, am I the problem? Am I just being lazy? Should I just suck it up and just go to work and stop complaining? It's an incredibly validating experience to hear that burnout is very much real. And it's not you that's broken. It's actually the healthcare system that's broken. Burnout is not a reflection of you as a person. It doesn't mean that you're not a good provider. It means that you're stuck in a system, unfortunately, that doesn't cater to us as human beings. The first step to healing burnout is to understand that this is not your fault. If anything, I think it makes you a really caring provider when you're taking steps to make sure it doesn't get worse and you're acting as early. Flag for me and how I knew that I was burnt out was starting last year. I started developing signs of an autoimmune condition, and I remember specifically telling my therapist that I wish that I would have this autoimmune condition so that it would take me out of work. I'd rather be sick than going to work. And that's when I knew that something was incredibly wrong, because who in their right minds would actually wish that upon themselves? But that's how burnt out I was. And instead of addressing it, I kind of just kept trudging through it, and of course it didn't go away. Finally, I took action this year. I hated sitting there and complaining to myself all the time, and nothing was changing. You have to realize that nothing will change if you don't make the changes. You're the only one who can make these changes. And so I want you to reframe this burnout and understand that it's not a sign that you're broken. Rather, it's actually a huge privilege to be feeling this way, to feel this discomfort, because your body is trying to tell you something is wrong. Something's not aligning. Something needs to change. And now it's your responsibility to take action and make that change. So I hope this inspires you guys. And yeah, I hope this helps.